So I am absolutely ecstatic right now because I just purchased this beautiful beast, a 1932 Chevrolet pickup truck. The bed isn't attached to the frame. There's minimal rust on everything underneath. The floor pan needs to be replaced. That's not too much. It has a power glide in it. The original engine and transmission has been removed. The brake lines are completely shot. The leaf springs probably gonna need replacing at some point. We have what my friend thinks is a 9-inch rear end from a Ford. We're gonna check that just to make sure. Previous owner put this up so that he could hold up the transmission and move it. It has a 350 in it. Beautiful tubular tires. And what my friend believes is the most worth it part is this beautiful engine in here. Small block Chevy 350. Everything in here. Just gotta remove this. Thing's a little rusted, but we did get it to spin over. So the valves underneath don't look that bad. There's a little bit of rust and scaling. But if worst comes to worst, I can just put a new engine in it. This car has been sitting since the mid-1960s. It's been moved a few times, bought and sold. The last time it's run, well, the last time it was titled, at least, the title states that it was titled in 1966 in New Jersey. Don't know how long it's been sitting, but somebody definitely was in here, saw its worth. That's all that matters. It's been sitting here as a Christmas decoration, hence the lights, for as long as I've lived in this town, and it's now mine. They welded the door shut so nobody could break in here. Everything's kind of beaten up in here. This tow system here is for show, obviously. And yeah. Supposedly it used to be the sedan, and they cut right here and right here because it was in an accident, and they just moved the back end of the body right up here. Supposedly that's what all these welds here are for, but I don't know how true that is. And then it has this wooden roof that needs to go because it's just gonna rot out everything underneath. Needs new lights. Needs a lot of love. Has a Model T grill on it. Radiator's got to go. Could probably find something from Cold Case or something, maybe. Has a lot of potential. Looking forward to it. So, it's been a week since my last clip on this truck. This is a 1932 Chevy Pickup, and it is mine since I have just finished paying for a trailer, getting it towed here. It is in a worse shape than I thought, but I think it's up. The first thing that I'm going to be doing is all around the truck. All around the truck are these Christmas lights, and the first step is getting all these off of here. Now, I'm not going to save these because I don't know what condition they are. They've been on the truck for the past 4 years, and I would just prefer it if they were not on here. So, it's got to go. Actually, I could have saved it because it's all zip tied. Oh well. First thing that's got to go. So, there's this little antler thing. I think it's a deer. That also has to go. They're stapled. Oh, I see what he means. Okay. I was told by the previous owner of this vehicle that he spot welded the doors shut just so that the entire frame wouldn't come apart. And I see what he means now, because this is all flimsy. Because right in here, it broke right off the frame rail, which is made of wood, because this car's from 1932. That's one reason why these things never really lasted. Is everybody sees a Model A, sees a Model T riding around on the road. Nobody really sees any of the 30 Chevys anymore because, well, they all rotted away. That and any of the steel that was left over was probably used in the war. So, next order of business, getting rid of this boom, because this isn't even bolted to the truck. Same with the bed, it's not bolted to the truck. It'd take 2 people to take it off. It does have steel around it, but then I was thinking maybe using these lights possibly in place of these ones until I can get these ones restored, but that's much later down the road. We look inside of the engine bay. I love these old style doors. You can see just how I don't want to say bad because I don't want to jinx it, but this thing could definitely use a lot of love. It hasn't seen it in a while. I thought I had a carb that would fit on here, but I don't. As I read somewhere online that quadrajets could be put on top of an Edelbrock intake, but whoever told me that was lying. Well, this is something I'm going to have to figure out too. you notice, it actually has the grille to a Model A on the front. This entire assembly goes to a Model A. And so on this truck, for some reason, what are these wires? Oh, looks like starter wires or something. Maybe to the lights? I don't know. I've never actually opened this side of the engine compartment, so we'll see where that's going fast. Oh, it still has the wiring harness. Has a starter. Huh. All those lights that are over there were actually blocking this thing. I put it under a tree, so hopefully nothing too bad gets inside of this thing. It does have open roof and open into the engine compartment. So I just hope no mice manage to live inside of here at all, because then I'll probably need to absolutely get a new engine. I think I've said before in the last clip, like I said, that was a week ago, that this thing is actually holding up the transmission. I was gonna break open this weld, but I'm kind of afraid that this entire thing is just gonna come apart. I'll have to get a brace or something and put it right here. But in the meantime, today is just about cleaning this thing up, getting all the stupid stuff off of it, and preparing for actually working on it. So, what do you think? Is this the worst purchase I've ever made before? Nah, I've bought dumber. My mom actually pointed out something very important to me. I didn't even think of it, but the cab is really, really tiny. So we're not sure how I'm gonna fit in here when I actually get everything built. Oh my god, it has an odometer. What does that say? I'll have to check it in post, but here, you guys can get a view of the odometer for me. I've never actually seen the inside of the car. It's always been direct sunlight. There was a massive glare coming off of it. So, it's a little treat for you guys. I'll see you later. Next order of business, sweeping out this bed. So, just gotta remove the fender. Also, it's a little darker because I did have work today. So, I had to be there instead of doing this. Did I just tear my pants? That's funny. Man, this thing is tight. Oh. Only reason I'm doing this so I can actually see where this thing is bolted down to. And I think it might actually be bolted down. I was told it wasn't. But I'm pulling this entire frame with me. There's a spider. I think this is a good wrapping up point. It's getting pretty late outside. It's about 8 o'clock. And frankly, I need to think about some things before I finish. So, this video was probably really boring. It was mostly me just sweeping out and cleaning ripping lights off of this thing, but I assure you, things will get a lot better. I'm gonna go wash my hands, covered in mold. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, or dislike. It probably sucks. You decide that. Have a good night. Peace out.